But after a while, I was tired. I was exhausted. Okay, some days I literally felt like I was dying. I was flying and working like 12, 16-hour shifts. Okay, and there were a lot of unpaid hours that we don't really talk about in the aviation industry, but I'm not really gonna go there. And so after a while, I knew, okay, it was time. My business started to do well. In fact, that year that I quit my flight attendant job, which was in 2022, can I sit over there? Let me sit over here while I chit chat with y'all. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I found a little spot in our community. Oh my God, I don't know if I noticed this spot. I love this little village, y'all. It's a little park in the middle, and it has like a little gazebo. It's so quiet and peaceful. Like, do you hear anything? It's so quiet. I love it here. Anyway, as I was saying, I was tired, exhausted, and I was ready to call it quits. And in fact, I thought about quitting for an entire year. I guess I'll call this my personal story, right? Thought about quitting for an entire year. I was exhausted. I was having anxiety. Didn't really want to show up for work much. You know, we all have our own issues and things going on, right? We do. And I thought about quitting for an entire year. And God basically showed up and showed me, you actually really don't need this job, right? And I believe that, you know, having a job can be a beautiful thing. It's a means to an end, okay? And I believe that we should use our jobs as a leverage and, you know, think big picture, right? I mean, if by all means you choose to stay at a job, stay, but I believe that everyone should have a bigger picture. Use the job as a stepping stone, and nothing is wrong with that, right? So anyway, for an entire year, my business started to really do well. I was thriving in business. I was making passive income, like true. When I tell you true passive income, y'all, I would be on a flight. By the time I'm done with my flight, went to my hotel, checked my sales, my online income, money, bookings because I was doing Airbnb as well. People were buying my stuff online. My Airbnbs were getting booked. Girl was making passive income, okay? True passive income. And so I was like, I really don't need to work. I really don't need to show up. And so for an entire year, I thought about quitting until God was like, let it go. It's fine. It's okay. You know, you are not thriving. It's no longer really serving you. And that's just the truth, y'all. The job was no longer serving me, and I still have flight attendant friends, which I love dearly, and it is an exciting job. I'm not saying anything is necessarily wrong with the industry. I'm just saying for me personally, it was no longer serving me as an individual. And so God started to show up, and that year that I quit September 2022. My business was projected to make six figures in just 6 months. And by the end of the month, my business did make six figures in just 6 months. Okay. And so that was confirmation that I could let my job go. Not saying that you have to wait until you hit six figures to leave your job. It could work even prior to, but I'm just saying for me, that made sense because I was entering a season of my life where I wanted to start preparing myself for a certain type of presence in my home, right? For when we started a family and all of that, which we eventually did the following year, 2023. And so I said that to say, I realized that what I truly wanted to do was escape America. And I'll share a little bit more later on, but the hustle culture was no longer for me. I no longer wanted to live an overwhelming life that was all about hustle and limited support. And you know, like hiring help just seemed like such a barrier, even though yes, we were doing okay. Like hiring help and like just living, being in the US just started to become such a strain. I'll be honest. Even someone who did well somewhat, I would say did well financially at some points. You know, as an entrepreneur, business fluctuates, right? Sometimes you have great seasons, sometimes you have not so great seasons. Some months there's not really much going on. You know, it depends on what's happening. Especially like during my pregnancy, I kind of slowed down business a lot last year. But in the US, it's like if you're not at like not even six figures, because right now, even 2024, even if you make six figures, I mean, with the cost of living right now, honey, you better be making 7 and 8 figures, okay? But not even that, just the quality of life, y'all, that I'm able to have here in Thailand, it is amazing. It is amazing. This is something that I probably wouldn't have been doing in the US in the middle of the day. I just went to I just redid my eyelashes, jumped on a grab, which was amazing, so freeing, like I said before. Jumped on a grab, walked in my village, and now I'm just out here in the park, chilling and chatting with you guys. This is something that I probably would not have done, definitely wouldn't have done in the US, right? And just having better support here and having it more affordable here, from cleaning my house to, you know, having support with our baby boy, it's just so much better here. And not just that, not just the affordability, but the quality. When I tell you, the quality of service here is unmatched, truly, truly. In the US, things have just become, it's almost like you'd be paying your money for something and it still would feel like they're just doing you a favor for free. Like, okay, there you go, I'm doing you a favor, even though you're spending your hard-earned money. That's how the quality of service started to feel in the US. And if you know, you know. If you've experienced it, you know what I'm talking about, right? Here, in other parts of the world, not just Thailand, you know, where I'm living, people value giving quality service. It's just customary. It's customary to hire help. Even the local Thai people hire help. It's not just foreigners that come here and hire help. And nothing is wrong with that. We don't have to do everything ourselves. We don't have to clean the entire house, especially if you're living in a big old house, right? You don't have to clean the entire house and do the dishes every time and, you know, do everything, right? It's okay to hire help. Employers hire help, right? Business owners hire help. As a business owner, I appreciate that too. You don't have to do everything. In fact, you shouldn't do everything. You're going to be burnt out, and there's no way you're going to be able to scale, truly scale, when you're doing every single aspect of your business. When you hire help, you get to focus on your zone of genius and have other people with their own zone of genius, you know, focus on that aspect of the business, and your business will be able to scale and grow even further without you stretching yourself thin. Okay, so that's why it's so important to hire help in your business. And even as a mom, a woman, outsource whatever you can, honey. You're not gonna get a prize for doing every single thing yourself. I know it feels noble, you know, to be able to do it, but I know as a mom, it gets tiring. We love our babies, but we also need time for ourselves to rest. But anyway, say that to say, I'm super excited. I'm doing a training, right? I'm doing a training coming up. Please look out for that, because I'm going to be unlocking the untold truth about moving abroad and how you can simplify your process with moving abroad. I'm going to be sharing with you my framework, my simple framework, right, with being able to move abroad. And not only that, y'all, I'm going to be covering how you can not only get there, not only get to your dream destination and live abroad, create the life that you love abroad, but how you can sustain yourself, your, you know, have a sustained income, have an income stream coming in while you're living abroad, wherever in the world you choose to. This is something you do not want to miss. It is going to be an unmatched training, because when it comes to business, I'm wholesome. If you've ever worked with me, you know that I'm wholesome. I don't want to just, okay, share with you, okay, the simple framework, how you can get there to your dream destination, right? But I want to share with you how you can continue to thrive, how you can continue to thrive in your dream destination and live a life of ease. And so I was doing business content. I was focused, I would say, on the whole business credit aspect of things, but now I'm just in a season of my life where this comes natural to me. It's easy. Travel is literally a part of me. It has been a part of my lifestyle for the past maybe 7-8 years. And my mental health has become so much better. I know what travel does for me, leaving the US, being out of the US, okay, stepping foot out of the US. I know what that does for me and my mental health, and what it's doing now for my family, myself and my family, with living abroad. And so, oh, I'm way over my time. Oh my goodness. And so, I forgot that this is for TikTok and not just for YouTube. And so I want to share with you how you can create your dream life abroad as well. So join me in my free training.